Stay tuned for the biggest fish, the hottest bites, this week here on In-Depth Outdoors. With James Holst.
Look at that. Wow, is that an incredible fish?
And the rest of the IDO fishing team. We're headed to the best fisheries across the upper Midwest and Canada. We'll fish longer, explore unfished bodies of water, and go further off the beaten path in search of the hottest bites in fresh water.
Look at that.
With Cal Schwiel.
What a specimen.
And Joel Nilsson.
Whoa, this is an absolute monster.
This is In-Depth Outdoors.
Today on In-Depth Outdoors, we're sticking a little bit closer to home than we have in the past few weeks. We're back in Minnesota. We're going to be fishing near Duluth today. I'm going to be out on the ice with Pat McSherry, and we're going to be doing something today that we've never done before. We're going to be targeting salmon through the ice on Lake Superior, and both Pat and I are pretty excited about that because anytime we get to do something that we've never done before, our interest is definitely piqued. Now there's a couple things that we've heard about this bite that are going to really affect how we approach today's show. One, we're told that this bite is primarily a morning bite. By 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, it's done. So we're not going to spend any time midday or in the afternoon chasing these salmon. So to really pull off a show, what we're going to try to do is we're going to film the morning periods over 2 different days. So it should give us a real good look at what this bite is really all about. And the second thing that's rather important is the ice conditions out here on Lake Superior are a little shaky. So that's the reason behind some of the extra safety gear today. So stick around with us here today. I think you're going to love today's show. It's going to be Slammin' Salmon through the ice on Lake Superior.
Here we go.
Attaboy.
I think this one might be a salmon,
Very
James.
cool. I'm the herring master over here.
Well, it's fun though. They come zipping in quick.
I've never caught a salmon on an ice rod before. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, this will be my first, I think.
And as you know, I'm a big fan of small salmon, so we're gonna have to keep some to eat today.
Oh,
They're
for
just
sure.
delicious.
For sure. Get the grill fired up. Oh yeah, nice head shakes. Must be a decent one. Oh yeah, a little wildcat there.
Good luck grabbing him.
There we go.
Nice.
Came unhooked too. That'll be a nice little tasty one though.
Oh man, my mouth is watering, and I am not kidding at all.
Mm-hmm. Nice fish though, that's a lot of fun. That's my first salmon ever through the ice.
Yep. Well, you know, they get a lot bigger over on Lake Michigan, but you don't get to catch them through the ice over there very often, I don't think.
Right. All right, I'll get back down there and try and get on another one here. They seem to really come through in schools, so.
Huge schools.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and they're still down there too. Oh, here comes one, James. There we go.
I've been hit 3 times in 3 jig strokes, and I can't, there you get it.
There you
Oh
go.
no, he got off. He just kept hitting it and hitting it and hitting it.
These things are fighters, man.
I can tell. I got to switch over to a spoon. These herring love this jigging wrap, but I don't think I've hooked into a salmon yet.
Oh yeah. Just drag him out.
Nice.
Another nice fish. Oh yeah. Another sweet one though.
I am just looking forward to dinner.
All right, get him unhooked.
You know what I'm
here.
really liking about today so far?
What's
No
that?
gloves, man.
Oh, I
No
know.
wind.
I'm gonna need the pliers for that. Pop them out, and sweet. Another one for the ice. Get back down there. That school showed up a little bit lower.
Did it?
Yeah.
Well, I hope they're not starting to drop away already.
Right.
That would be sad. I'm jealous, man. Oh, you got to get some flasher footage of that. That's just a mess. You wouldn't even want to try to count that many fish.
No, there's a lot of them down there. They zip around so much too. Here comes one racing up. Huh. Oh yeah, here he comes. There we go.
Another salmon?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just dying over here.
This is fun, man. This one's not quite as big, I don't think, but.
How cool is it to be able to pretty much walk off the highway, walk out a quarter mile and catch salmon through the ice?
Oh, it's awesome.
All right, I'm switching to the spoon, man.
All right. How many of these can we catch, James?
We can keep 5 each.
5 each. Yeah, this is awesome as far as how easy it is to come out here and do this. Just the same thing as last year too. I was just flabbergasted by how easy it was.
Well, we don't very often do a show on the same body of water 2 years in a row. I mean, there's exceptions, but we typically try to avoid it. The reason I got one on first drop with that spoon.
We like
the reason
spoon.
we're here is you just don't know when you're going to get good ice on Lake Superior
Right.
again. I mean, I could be an old man by the time the ice gets this good again. So we're back out here taking advantage of it. Of course, this year we're hearing about this awesome salmon bite, and I've got one hooked up here.
Got to take advantage of it when you can.
Oh yeah, nice griller. Heck yeah. First drop. Switched from that jig and wrap over to that rattle spoon, and he just T-boned it. And you know, we like to eat fish, but you don't hear us gush very often. You know, I like yellow perch, that'd be my favorite white meat fish. These things on the grill are so delicious.
Yeah, you can't hardly beat them.
And easy. I'm a much better fisherman than I am a cook, and even I can't mess it up. Well, you're not kidding, they're strong fighters.
Yeah.
I mean, they're nuts.
Introducing the new wireless PanCam camera system from Markham Technologies. The groundbreaking interface that allows an angler to wirelessly monitor and control the left-right pan of a remote camera from up to 300 feet away. The Markham PanCam system transmits a live video stream via Wi-Fi back to your Apple or Android device, and the free Markham app is even capable of connecting to multiple cameras at the same time for multi-camera on-ice coverage. This winter, take full control of your underwater camera with Markham Technologies' wireless PanCam camera system.
They're just showing up again. There we go.
Salmon!
Oh yeah, this is a little better one too.
Nice. I haven't marked any fish over here in a few minutes now. Mm-hmm. And just like that, they show up.
Now, it does seem like the ones that are lower, they're pretty aggressive.
Yep.
The ones up higher sometimes I think are the herring, but he wants to jump right out of the hole.
That's nice of them.
Oh yeah, man, are these things?
Oh.
These things are hard to grab. You got some working too?
They're just nuts.
Oh, he's burping. Pop that hook out. Gosh, that's a lot of fun. They fight really hard too. They're just a blast to catch. I'm kind of giddy. I just want to get back down there and catch another one. James is catching them.
Yeah, definitely a salmon. They're just so much faster. People, this is fun. The fact that you can just walk out like this off the highway. There's no secret about where these fish are at. I mean, if you look over my shoulder, no, too much talking. If you look over my shoulder in this direction, you got houses. If you look over my shoulder in that direction, back towards Duluth, you got houses just ringing the shoreline, and everybody's just trying to get out to about 60 foot of water. And you know when you're in the right spot when your fish finder looks like that. I mean, it's just covered up with fish. There could be 30 of these salmon down there right now. And just kind of like lake trout, you can't work these baits too aggressively. I mean, big, long lifts, and once you get one start chasing you, they are almost impossible to get that bait away from them. They're so fast, so aggressive. Here it comes. Come on, fish. Boom, just like that. You saw how I was working the rod. Lots of quick upward movements. Do not make the mistake of trying to fish these fish like a walleye where you just kind of wiggle that bait in front of their nose. These fish want to chase. This is definitely a better one. Come on. Oh yeah. Oh, you're right. That one just come popping right out of the hole. And these are coho salmon. You know, some Great Lakes, they get a lot bigger than this. Here on Lake Superior, a really big one's gonna probably be in that 4-pound range. These are probably right around that 2-pound range. And what gets us so excited about them, you know, other than being a rather unique fish to catch through the ice is they are so good on the grill. Foil packet, 3 pats of butter, salt, pepper, 6-7 minutes, you're done, and they are so good. You got another one?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's a nicer one too.
I've just got a screen full. So the gear we're using is just our basic walleye gear. I've got a 34-inch tuned up custom precision blank Shimano reel, 7-pound Suffix fluorocarbon, and we're using 1/4 ounce VMC rattle spoons. No live bait. It's just not needed for these species. They want to chase so much that they never really get enough time to look at the bait to see if it's got any live bait on there anyway, so just leave that at home for these 2 species. And so much of the success out here fishing these herring and these salmon comes down to having a real good fish finder, because none of these fish come in near the bottom. One school will come in at 25 feet down, the next school will come in at 15 feet down over 50, 60 foot of water. So knowing where that school of fish is in the water column is very important. And then of course, once you get a fish chasing that bait, you saw earlier how quickly and violently we're moving these rods to get that spoon to just dive and dart in the water column. Having that flasher again will allow you to see how that fish is reacting to the bait. Very important to closing the deal. I got one.
Nice.
They're so fast.
Oh, I got one too.
Double. This is too much fun. I figured we'd come out and catch a couple, but we're releasing now already.
Well, it's kind of funny how every time the school must come from that way most of the time, because you always see them first, and
Yep.
then about 15 seconds later they show up over here.
And salmon on ice fishing rods fight just like you'd expect them to.
Mine's off,
You lose them?
right in the hole.
That's all right. You're just gonna let them go anyway, right?
Yeah.
Whoop. That's a nice salmon. Fatty. Oh, this is a treat right here. Very unique species, great weather, easy access. You know, it's one thing to get in on a trout bite or a salmon bite. I had that one hooked deep. But this is easy access fishing here. We didn't even bring the snowmobiles along. And I got more sitting there.
New for 2015, the release of the WX1910 from Skeeter Boats redefines the features and performance anglers can expect from a 19-foot boat, including the torque transfer system, making the hull on the WX1910 the strongest ever built, the React keel, enabling unparalleled boat control in tough conditions, and integrated jump seats for the ultimate in seating flexibility. Visit your local Skeeter Boats dealer and see for yourself why no other 19-foot boat offers more advanced features, storage, and performance than the WX1910.
There we go. Well, what do you think, James? Should we? These are fun, but should we switch it up and try and get a big girl?
I never thought we'd be in a situation where we'd be talking about having 2 limits of salmon on the ice and, okay, now let's go fish Lakers. I didn't know the bite was that good.
Right. I didn't either, but it's nice when it works out like that. Definitely not the biggest one that we got today, but
Maybe he'll be the tastiest. Well, I'm ready to make the transition when you are.
yeah, I say let's do it. This was fun, but
Let's
be
go
cool to
catch
get
something
on.
that's a lot longer from nose to tail.
exactly. Yeah, let's do it, man. Oh, here comes a fish.
Nice.
There we go. Sweet. Feels like a good one too, James. Oh yeah. Boy, it took us a little while to kind of figure out the program, but missed a few fish and have marked a few fish. and they have all been really close to the bottom in 130 feet of water, which is not really what I'm used to with trout fishing at all. It's usually been a lot more suspended fish, but you can take them however you can get them, right, James?
Darn right, man.
I tell you what, when they're 130 feet down, though, it makes for a fight.
What's taking you so long?
I don't think it's a giant, James, but I think
We'll take them.
I think it's a decent one.
Get the slush out of there so you can see this bugger coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we didn't mark a lot of fish
Right.
for that, first couple hours after leaving that shallow stuff. The same conditions that caused those salmon to stop biting or slow down anyway. Same conditions that, lake trout probably don't like to eat it either.
Right. There's my knot for the fluoro. Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Oh yeah, it's not a bad one. So we can get him up the hole.
Woo! Just about owned me. There we go.
All right.
That's a nice fish.
Heck yeah. Man, they are fat too.
And burpy. Nicely done, man.
No, it's taken us a while, but like it was worth it. It's worth it.
How many holes did we punch from 55 feet out to 130?
I'd say at least 50.
You punch a hole every 50 feet and you eventually find the fish.
Yeah, you can see right there that Helsinki shad right in the corner of the mouth.
And you can see what Pat was doing here. I was doing the same thing over, at my hole. We're just rifling through baits right now. I mean, we had absolutely nothing going for about an hour and a half, 2 hours after leaving those salmon. If this is going to be the ticket, so be it. It's a lot like the last time we were here where those rip and wraps just really, kicked it. So unfortunately, I didn't bring very many.
Yeah, this is the only one I have with, which we should have known better. Get him unhooked here. Where did those pliers end up? Pop that out. All right.
Nicely done, brother.
And see you later.
Thanks for nothing.
No, you're soaked.
All right, I'm back to my hole, man.
All right. Yeah, it seemed like all the classic stuff that I always fish in Canada. A lot of plastics, a lot of swim jig heads, a lot of tube heads. They just weren't really cutting it today.
Bucktails, 0.
Yep.
Plastics, nothing.
Right.
I tried a jig and wrap. I got pretty much ignored. I went with a big heavy jig and spoon, nothing. So yeah, if it's gonna be rip and wraps, so be it.
Yep. Take them however we can get them.
Craftsmanship and precision are just words until you add driving passion and a knowledge of what defines rod building excellence. Tuned up custom rods are built with a perfect blend of rod balance and action. A truly custom experience achieved only with the highest quality materials, from the handle to the last guide and every thread wrap in between. It's these components, along with an attention to detail, that makes our custom ice rods a tuned up custom.
Well, we're back on the morning of day 2, and as you can see, conditions couldn't have changed more. Yesterday was bright, bluebird skies. We caught fish in the morning. This morning, obviously, we've got heavy overcast, snow coming down, and the fish haven't gone anywhere. For Pat and I to come out here and get on these salmon for the first time, we have a lot of questions, of course, about how this is going to work. And apparently this morning bite situation holds regardless of light conditions. So we're pretty excited to get back out here. We put the transducers down, and before we even really had enough light to film, we saw that the fish were just stacked up in this area again. Pat had one fish really early. It was a nice salmon, and we're looking forward to getting back on a great catch of these nice cohos again today. I mean, right now, my fish finder, I've got 30 feet of solid fish. It's a little early, I think. I don't think we have quite enough light yet for these fish to be really active and aggressive. But when that sun does come up, even through these clouds, and we get a little bit more light, I think they're just going to bust loose, and we're going to have a wonderful morning of catching these salmon. Get them, Pat. Yes!
There we go.
Double, buddy, double, buddy.
Nice. Boy, they are a blast, aren't they?
They're just a riot. And I've got a screen just chock full of them again. These things are the real deal, buddy.
They are fun.
Nice coho.
Oh yeah, same here.
They're just rocket ships.
They are. Gosh, is that a blast. Nice fish. That's one of the better ones I've caught, James.
Yeah, this one's pushing 20 inches, I suppose.
Yeah, same
Real
here.
nice fish.
For sure. We better get back down there. We got a hot school.
Absolutely.
Shook.
2 at a time, man. That's the way to do this thing.
Heck yeah.
Back you go. Yeah, that catch was Pat aided. You set the hook. I looked over to you to see what you were doing when I heard the rod start to do the bend. I stopped jigging and that fish clubbed it.
Nice. I got more on the screen.
Yeah, me too. I will come do this again. This is fun.
I would definitely do it again.
Well, basically what it is, it's like fishing inland stream trout in the lakes, but just a lot bigger and stronger fish. And if the coho, you got to get sick of catching those, you can always go out and chase a big lake trout too.
There we go.
All right. Is it a trout?
I think so. You know they're trout when they're knocking slack, trying to snacking your line when you're trying to crank them up. All right. Yeah, another nice coho, James.
Well, I don't know what you think, but I think we've kind of pegged the fun meter here on the cohos.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting sick of snow dripping down my back too.
The snow that was so pleasant this morning when it was coming straight down is now a lot less pleasant, that it's getting in my ears and down the nape of my neck. That is a nice coho.
Yeah. There we go. Well, let that one go, huh?
Absolutely.
He wants to go.
Goodbye. Well, I think we're going to kind of call it quits here right now. Caught a ton of salmon, had a lot of fun doing it. Before we go, though, we want to point out ice conditions out here, fishing out here in Lake Superior is a lot different than an inland lake. Only a small portion of Lake Superior is iced up right now, and that creates some different hazards for fishermen. Not to imply that you can't fish out here safely, but wind direction definitely plays a role in where you can fish out here. You get a strong west wind, pieces of the ice go to Wisconsin, and you don't want to be on one of those pieces of ice. So what I advise for somebody that's going to come out here for the very first time is do what we do. You call Marine General. The guys there at Marine General kind of have their fingers on the pulse of what's going on out here, and they can be a wonderful resource for keeping you out of trouble. Obviously, where we're fishing here today, we're so close to shore that it's not much of a consideration. But you saw when we came out yesterday, we had a lot more safety gear on. Life vests, we were pulling a little canoe behind with us because we were going to go out and get out near that open water.
Right.
Anytime you're going to do that, you need to pay special attention to that wind direction. So keep that in mind. We've had a blast here today. Anytime we get to run around the Midwest and do something new for the first time, it puts a smile on this kid's face.
Oh yeah, heck yeah, that was a lot of fun. I've never done the salmon deal in the winter, but it's a lot of fun, and I'll be back to do it again.
We will
for
definitely
sure.
do this again. And the fish that we took home last night, we cleaned them up, and they are going to be delicious.
For
they're
sure.
exactly what we expected them to be. So from Pat and I, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
For more info on the latest fish reports, gear recommendations, and hottest techniques, connect with us online at indepthoutdoors.com or follow us on Facebook at In Depth Outdoors. And if you enjoyed today's show, be sure to let our sponsors know.